Good morning. It is early. Usually our day starts at 7. If I get up a bit early, I try to work out a bit. But if I'm up more than half an hour early, I try to go jogging. Well, try not to knock everything over. And today I'm up early enough to go jogging. So that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning, Spider. I was trying to be very quiet so as not to wake up my wife, definitely not my daughter, but I'm going jogging this morning. Hopefully this video isn't too jumpy, and it's definitely not comfortable, so I'm gonna get back to listening to my music. I'm back from jogging. I'm trying to not make too much noise, and I'll probably get started with work. And so usually now, since I'm in the States, first thing in the morning I actually check my email, because I used to not before, but now I check my email because most of the business I do is with Europe. And so first thing in the morning, there's usually stuff to do, stuff to handle. But in compenso, how do you say, in compensation, on the other hand, I guess, you know what, I'm too winded. I can't talk. Let's do this. Now. So the thing is, yeah, while I'm in the States, I usually get up sort of early and I check email early because most of my clientele is in Europe still. And so that's what I'm dealing with. And obviously their day has already started. But on the other hand, I can usually kind of switch off. I mean, I can't switch off, but I don't have to worry too much about emails during the afternoon, which is great because then I can dedicate the afternoon to working on whatever projects need to be done and stuff like that. Right now, I'm working on a couple projects. I have this transcription, translation, whatever project, which is in Chinese, which I have the end client is actually, the client is in Europe. This is for their subsidiary in China. And they hired someone out of Europe to handle a bunch of stuff, including translation. And so these people hired me to handle their translation and some transcription. And then I'm hiring a guy from China, so it does full circle. And so that's what a lot of project management is. I just want to make sure that I'm not like the intoppo. I can't think of any words in English today. That I'm not making things stop. And so I need to make sure that as soon as I get information, I relay it, that I'm kind of being able to help run things a bit smoothly. And I had a small Turkish to Italian translation that I need to make sure the payment went through. I forgot they don't have PayPal in Turkey. Then I have another request for which I'm talking to a lawyer today at 11. Because they want to open a bank account here in the US. They're based outside the US, but for payments and stuff, it'll be easier, which means they need to do certain things. And I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to talk to a lawyer and see if it's worth. I'll probably just put them directly in touch and, you know, collect my finder's fee. And I've been getting quite a few more questions and stuff like that, actually. People who are setting up agencies, like translators like me, like us, I guess, who are setting up agencies and want help with stuff like that. And so I don't know. I think it might be interesting to try to market that a bit more. I'm not sure where or how, but I'll see. Otherwise, yeah, I got a request this morning when I checked, and it was for Somali and Tigrinya. That's my first time dealing with Tigrinya. I think I found a good translator. I'm not sure how that'll go. Anyway, right now I should get back to home, and I just dropped my daughter off at a nanny. Time to get to work. For the record, this used to be my setup, but now that my wife has a new client, well, kind of we just decided to exchange. So now she gets this cool setup. She also gets a jack-o'-lantern out there. So now this is my setup. And actually, don't tell my wife, but I actually like this quite a bit because it's very minimalist and there are no distractions and I can just get my work done. The only thing is I like having that other screen every now and then when I need to work on Excel files or financial statements, or also when I just want, you know, the background image with music like I've mentioned before. But otherwise, it works out quite well for me. So my days these days are very different from what they were like when I was a translator, because back then I was spending all my time translating, and that's what translators do. But here, you know, it's just a lot of project management. That's basically all it is. And that's the thing when you start running an agency, it's very different from being a translator. And one of the main differences, in fact, I talked about the differences in a video, but yeah, it's just always juggling a bunch of stuff at the same time and trying to keep it all straight and make sure everything is running smoothly. And that's a lot of what I'm doing. And then in my spare time, I'm pretty much doing marketing the whole time and trying to, you know, get new clients, get new business, get new jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to play around a bit with like online ads and Google ads and see if it's worth maybe getting someone to help with Google Ads or something to try to market my courses or my book or something. I don't know if it's worth it because obviously I don't get much money for every class that I sell or every book or whatever, but I thought it'd be worth looking into, see if it is worth it. But that's later. First I need to finish all this stuff, so let's get to work.
So is that something you could look into though? Right. Well, that will come later, and they might need contracts. Well, exactly. They definitely will need contracts, NDAs, and stuff like that. But that will come later on, and so that would be the first step, and then later we can see. It is now 2:37 in the afternoon, obviously, and I just posted my Google ads that I mentioned before. I'm gonna try to see if it's worth hiring someone to do some Google ad campaign for me, and actually that would be interesting. If I find someone for whom that works out, then I can actually use that for more serious, like for my real business and stuff. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I heard back from Katie that my proposal has been accepted for one of the breakout sessions. Basically, they're going to have their conference on November 14th, and I submitted a proposal to do a talk about working from home and stuff like that as a translator, and apparently they accepted it. I need to find what I submitted once again because I don't remember the details, but by and large I'm pretty sure I remember. I'm going to be talking about working from home as a freelancer, and I think finding jobs online, so I'll be talking about resumes and how they're different when you're trying to find work online rather than trying to find it as an employee. So that's pretty cool. In the meantime, I've been working on all my other stuff. Now I'm waiting to hear back from a bunch of people, basically, once again, because of all the time zones. I kind of have to do all my work, submit it, and then wait for responses as people's working hours come up, or as they wake up, or what have you. But yeah, that's pretty much where I am right now. I try, if I can, to work out on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. So I might try to work out in a bit and kind of take a break and then come back fresh and handle all the other stuff that I need to handle.
In case I didn't mention that our nanny's pretty cool, this is a meal she cooked for us and gave me to take home when I picked up our daughter, who's playing games right behind there. It's all Taiwanese food, and we can't wait to get into it.
So it's evening time, and I'm closing up everything for the day, and but kind of going through it. I had actually forgotten that I posted this thing for a Google Ads consultant, and I got 4 proposals so far. So I might go with one of these and see if they can handle it for me, and then if they do a good job or not. But it's too late in the evening. I'm not going to go through these now. These are all for tomorrow. But anyway, just to keep you updated, now it's the end of Monday evening. So that's the end of the first day. And we'll see how the week continues with everything else going on. Before I go to sleep, I like to kind of go through what happened, what I've done, and prepare all my chores for the next day. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. And then hopefully by 9 p.m. I can be all done.